All right, I'm going to try to talk a little louder because my audio sucked on the last one. And I don't have my camera with the microphone. I'm probably overloading the microphone now. All right, less ambient noise. Shut the door. Got the bigger ring set up. Well, that's really tall. Well, I have tall friends. I'm training to fight my friends Ryan and John, who are both tougher than me and much taller. So, no, anyway, I just left the brackets up high. So this is a little looser now because the big ring is, right? So I lost a little bit of range of motion on the bands. It's not going to be as tight. What I did was I rigged this up so now I can do more of that. It's still not really conducive to like a lot of the movements, I guess. I was going to say some of them. It's probably not good for a lot of stuff. But really, I just wanted it for this. And then since I have the big ring, for this, for like clearing the center line. And it's still up high because, well, I don't do Wing Chun or Praying Mantis. I don't know how those schools operate, but when I spar with people, it's usually Muay Thai, boxing, Filipino martial arts, and they come at up here, right? I mean, there's still the targets below, but my motivation was, let's work on this frame up high because this is where the force is, right? And yeah, I can get my weight down on this, but can I like a stout opponent, can I jam him from there, right? Or in wrestling, a wrestler with an aggressive forward motion, am I going to be able to jam, or a grappler who shoots? So that's my motivation for this. It's for, I want to learn how the science up here of the many different ways to clinch and take down and work up top. And there are a lot of the arts, they have bits and pieces of this. And so this rattan ring is actually, that's my motivation for doing this. It's not just to develop pulling muscles, but what's the training method I can use solo where I can work on clearing the center line and jamming at the same time. And that's something I picked up from boxing too. Is there's a phrase once in a while, you don't fight walking backwards. Well, you can, but you got to be aware, right? And one of the things that came up in the conversation about moving backwards, was that you do have to clear the center line, right? And even if you're moving forward, you should learn to clear the center line. But anyway, the point was that something stuck with me is about clearing the center line. And I started seeing that in Muay Baran and Krabi Krabong. There were big movements across the center line to clear the center line. So I decided to add that to my rattan ring training. And the same as I said in the first video, it's not going to be hard, right? I'm not, I want speed, but I want some resistance in my speed. So I'm developing speed strength, or just speed. Well, it's actually going to be speed strength because it's loaded. Speed strength with the rattan ring in these movements here. Yeah, I'm twisting my hips and moving my feet. So I'm getting a little more gain of position, or a change of position, or a more range of motion that I can drive into my hands to clear the center line. But I'm still getting the workout on the pulling in the arms. So this will move back and forth, but most of the resistance is down. There's going to be resistance this way and this way. I like this because maybe it's inhibiting my ability to do the things I would normally do with the rattan ring, right? Like I can move this thing around, but you can't do that when it's banded. But what happens when you get stuck in a style, even if you have people from other schools of the same style, you're still limited in the style and the angles they come at. That's like, what's the danger of fighting a white belt? Is they might come at you with some crazy stuff that you don't know, right? Danger of a street fight or of a white belt. You get trained, you start to discipline your shots and you limit your angles a bit. So I'm not saying everybody does this and everybody's confined in a box. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when training, we want to add this little bit of variation so that we don't lose what we came for, which for me was to be able to at least, walk away from a fight. This turned into a rant. It's not linear. I'm making these videos because if I don't just go out in the garage and do it, I'm not going to do it. And so this is my newest idea. So what's it for? Clear the center line, develop speed strength on the short movements. All right. What else? Add variety to training for your not just technically, like how to train the same techniques, but also in trying to shake up the thinking a little bit. Because maybe you hate this technique. Maybe you don't like putting rattan rings and bands on squat racks and doing this. Maybe you like your really concise technical training the way you do it. But shake things up, right? You got to let the air in. What else is out there? Okay, so what else do I have to say about this? It's really not much to say. I pretty much stretched out like a 1 minute thought into 6.5 minutes. Not using my Toastmaster skills, a lot of filler, a lot of ums. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, give it a shot. See what you think.